Yeah, I can see different answers. Yes, curiosity and finding the unknown, happiness, and science also I'm getting here. All around us, logical thinking, present in our everyday life, everything we are around, and how joy is related to science. I'm getting different answers. Good, celebrate learning, very good. Not rote learning. Exactly, ma'am. What all? Yes, all of us know now what is joy and what is this. So I'll move on to next. So still I'm waiting for a few more answers. Let me see. Experiments. Yes, correct. So uh, I'm very overwhelmed with all your responses. Thank you, teachers. Here is the definition goes for joy, though all of us are similar in having answers. So, a joy, an attitude of constant inner happiness and satisfaction. It is a feeling, a state of mind, or a way of thinking, a sense of passion and enthusiasm. And it is also a choice. So, with this joy, I would like to take you to the next slide. So, what is our mission in this introduction to joyful learning? What are we going to learn here? What story do you want to tell? Actually, that is what we all are here. A series of pleasant, enjoyable learning experiences. Learning which is very active, personally fulfilling, and successful. That should be there, whether irrespective of the subject. But when we come to science, this should be our motto, I feel. Learning with active and personally it should be fulfilling and successful. So, moving on, the joyful teacher, how it will be, she'll be relaxed, personable, and reassuring. Even children do mistakes. No, nothing to worry. You can learn, you can do. This motivational words will help the students to do better. And she will give surprise to the teachers, and she or he will be creative, and they will be having the order, and they will be confident, reasonable, open, and accepting. If somebody says, yes, is this possible? Yes. So, but this is important to understanding the story, how joyful or how grateful we can be. What are our enemies? Why we are not able to, though we wish to give, why are we not able to give this? The reason behind this is enemies of the joyful classroom. Who are they? So, uh, stress and anxiety, meaningless repetition and boredom, uncertainty and confusion, intolerance, intimidation, and inflexibility. I hope all of you will accept with these things, teachers. So these are all our enemies in day-to-day life. We all want to do wonders in our classroom, but somehow we are not able to do it because of the stress, meaningless activities, what we are going to do, sometimes with rush of the portion. So all these are the responsible for our joyful class not to happen. So to happen that, what and all is required? How can we have the joyful classroom? So a learning outcomes, if the class is joyful, how the class will be and what will be the learning outcomes of that class. It will reshape the structure of the brain. That is very, very important. Nowadays, even if laughing classes are going on, laughing clubs are coming up means because of the stress what we are facing it. But when it reshapes the structure of the brain, and we need not go for such laughing clubs because we are having in class the joy, and it strengthens our brain, alternative brain pathways, and socialization. The happy person will have the good socialization and superior in academic learning, though ultimately we gauge them with the marks. When they are enjoying, when they are having joy, the superior academic learning will happen. and it develops empathy in learners, and it establishes better patterns of learning, and it motivates them for the peer interaction and persistence. And main important is it increases concentration, curiosity, and openness, and it increases active learning. So with all these learning outcomes, today I will take you to the next slide. So how can these joyful experiences be meaningfully organized? Yes, we too know, ma'am, these are all the benefits are there. All of us know this very much, but still we are not able to do it. How can these joyful experiences be meaningfully organized, and what purpose should the lesson seek to achieve? Just joy we want to have, that doesn't mean that we will deviate from the our concept and have the joy in it. So with the concept, we need to have the joy, and how all this can be done in our classes. So move on this, what the child should be, what the child should do. So the child should know how instructions and how to do the follow the instructions and do the given tasks. And he has to learn how to observe and record and organize data, and he has to articulate and use experience. Sometimes children know the concept. When you ask them, especially in online classes, we are facing this. They will not mute themselves and they will not tell because they feel that they may not be able to inform them properly. That is the reason they will not give this. So articulation is very, very important, and they have to use experience. Their experience they have to share with us. Then it will be happy learning. And they need to develop inferential skills and develop law arguments with this, read and understand science textbook, and develop concepts, develop the use of language of science. Many times we stress them. In science, you'll not get marks if you don't write the keywords. But the terminology, how can we make them use of this terminology? All this, if we give them this gist, the child should do all this in our class. Definitely our class will be a joyful class. So when we talk about science, also similar way what we have done in the previous slide, the same way here also I have. So what is that? Learning science is a process that students do not understand, that not something that just happens to that. Observing, comparing, classifying, measuring, predicting, communicating, and inferring. This is what even in the previous slide I told the child has to do it. And it is a process. When the student is learning this, all this they have to undergo this process. So in the active classroom, we need to give opportunity for the child to think. Instead of that, what we are doing is we are giving the question and we are only giving the answer. We are not allowing the child to think. One child is giving answer, yes, we are appreciating the child and we are moving on. In this, we are killing the child creativity. We are not allowing and meaningful and challenging task given to the child. Every child, if you see in the online classes, we could make out that. I feel every educator will accept with me. So many children are coming up with their own creative ideas, which in a normal regular class we have not seen. So that meaningful and challenging task when we give to the child, children are able to do and engage and help the child to learn something new for herself or himself. Instead of we telling them, this is the concept, this is how we have to learn. If we tell the child to do, then they will learn themselves and they will keep for longer time. So they have that joy of science. So how many of us have observed this? Every day, most of us will be in the kitchen and love to have rotis. But what is the science behind this? Why the roti will puff only one side, the other side, it will not puff up. What is the reason for it? Can I have the answer? Anyone? Though answer is there on the screen.
Because
Yes, ma.
the
Go ahead.
down
Because
because the
of the
down
down.
it is heating.
Okay. So when you heat it, there will be moisture will be present on the in the dough. That moisture will make the flipping over the other side and the chapati, it starts cooking. And this evaporation of moisture will sit in between the two cooked layer and cause the two to puff away from each other. That is the reason. So like this thinking skills, you give them in the lower classes when we talk about this. If we give such examples, then it will be very easy for all of them to understand. Another example, many of us will also be wondering, pressure cooker. Why does pressure cooker will give whistle? In the childhood, the child will understand why it is give 3 whistles or 4 whistles, mama will tell to put off. But why? When I'm putting off the stove, why it is not whistling? What is the science behind it? Why pressure cooking is becoming easy? So the concept behind the pressure cooker. Can any physics teacher or anyone can share what is the concept behind this?
Boiling point will increase.
Boiling point will increase. Okay. So how does the name got pressure cooker? Then boiling cooker we can say.
When
Maybe
we
I
close the
answer.
Yes, ma'am.
It is releasing its pressure.
Okay. So why the whistle? Why there is a whistle on the top of the cooker? If we don't put whistle on the top of the cooker, why there will be
pressure
no
will
sound?
escape.
Yeah,
There is no
pressure will
whistle.
be released. When pressure
Yeah.
is released, there will be no sound. So such simple concept from kitchen, if we take them, that science learning. See, pressure they will understand in a better way. That is why we will be able to cook faster at higher altitudes. The more the pressure we can cook, teachers, you may rejoin again with the same code, as it is only for 40 minutes, it will be. So with the same code, you can rejoin. Then moving on, the similar way we can question them. When boiling, we are teaching. Why does milk rise up on boiling, but water does not? What is the reason? Such thinking questions will make them learn better way. So what will be the reason here? All of us can discuss. Every child will participate in such kind of discussions. They will also wondering, yes, ma'am, really, ma'am, every time in my house, the milk will boil, ma'am, but water never. What is the reason? We can ask the children, we can bring them this concept so that they will remember much. So here let us not discuss the concept. All of us know what is the concept behind here. So I'll move on. What will be the different steps over there? Just a second, teachers. It is stuck in between. Yeah. So what are the different ways? One is brain-based learning. I think now this concept is there in all abroad, but even here we can have this concept, brain-based learning. What is the brain-based learning? We'll see in detail now. And then inquiry-based approach. And then it is problem-solving method and hands-on or experimenting. And then comes creativity. With all these activities, we can make the learning science with joy. So the brain-based learning, inquiry-based approach, problem-solving, hands-on experimenting, or creativity, how does all this will help us? It will have the emotions, which are key to our memory. When we have emotion, how can we remember our birthdays, our friend's birthday? Because we have that emotion with them. We have that bondage. So that is why we are keeping them in the memory. Or any movie story, because we are emotional over there. So similar kind we can have over here. So interaction with other benefits, brain development, teaching each other boosts our memory, and memory improves through practice. When they are doing it, this hands-on experiment, it will boost their memory. And we need to avoid long lectures. Then only we can have this joyful learning, and we need to make it meaningful. Now, just presenting this PPT or just reading out from the PPT will not make them learn more. And it provides, with all these methods, it will give opportunities for students to develop problem coping, solving, and researching skills. In school, we generally see many of them will be scoring very good, but they'll not be able to go when entrance exam comes, they'll not be able to cope up with that because they have not know how to do with the problem solving concept. They don't know. That is the reason they are lagging behind, because the concept is same, but application or competency based when they come, they are not able to solve because they are not have the joy of learning it. Just rote learning, as some of you have given the answer in the what is science or joy means, it shouldn't be rote learning. So this all, with all these methods, we can approach the all the given outcomes. So let me start the fun with smartphone. So nowadays, even the classes are happening in the smart phone. So how does this smartphone? Always we tell, go to kitchen or go search in your house, what are the metals are there, what are the non-metals are there. So instead, let them have the phone with them. Is there any metal? They may not be knowing it. When they see Outlook, only glass is there, ma'am, only one metal I can see. But if you ask them to see,
Maitri.
yes, sir. Teachers, is screen visible? Am I
Yes,
audible?
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
So when
Yes,
we ask
ma'am.
them to go find out, so there are these many elements are there. In this, let them battery. If you take about battery, lithium is there, carbon is there, cobalt is there, aluminum is there, oxygen is there. This is the research-based learning. So they are finding it out. Now, so Google will give all kind of answers to us. So when they are listing out, oh, these many elements are there. If you see in now recently, I read one article. Royal Society of Chemistry has given so many elements are being disappearing because of this smartphone. When we are using, you can see on my screen, so many elements are there in different places of the smartphone. So slowly when we are using so many smartphones, so slowly all these elements will also disappear. So we should not have, see that it should have not happen. So now is recently in the Tokyo, they have all recycled these elements, and even medals and all they made with the mobile phones which they got. And that is what I read. How far it is true, I don't know. So such kind of things will give them joy, I feel. This is one of the activity. And when we go on with the primary or middle school, friction. So when we are walking normally on the road, we are not falling. What makes them when we are keeping our foot on the banana peel? Why do we fall? And pencil and rice. You can lift a rice bottle, which is shown here. With the help of that, when you tap it, there will be particular arrangement, and we can able to, there will be friction. That is why we can able to lift the bottle with pencil. So such kind of activities, if you make them do in the class, they'll go home and they can do it. Even in our online classes, we can implement all such things. This questioning. So instead of we give statement, we give question and answer them, we can have question. That means they have to give only questions, not answers. Then they will learn the concept in a better way. So moving on. So another example we can give here is skating. In physics, though, we'll have number of this one. So how gravity will happen? Why does this matter? How skating and all, when they are doing gravity, how does it help them? We can discuss. Nowadays, children are not understanding the textbook example because they have not seen certain example. Whatever we learned in our school days, they are not seeing such examples. We used to get the pulley example where we used to draw the water from the well. Now, if you tell there is no well at all, the children are not seeing the well, how that pulley works, they'll not know. So we have to update our examples also so that they'll relate to that and they enjoy that. And moving on to the next example. Recently, we had Olympics. Most of the sports will go with the physics and Olympic sports. Most of the sports, if you take, and day before yesterday in Google, one article, just it was a news. That is, what is the news is, why can't the science teachers take me to the ground and teach me science? That was the article over there. Then when I was reading that, I found these many physics is involved. Physics concepts are involved in every sports. So we can talk about these sports and how this force, pull, momentum, angular momentum, velocity, laws of motion. Why when there's the sprinters have to muscular arms and why they should be on set and go, why they cannot start all of a sudden. All this we can discuss. Each sports when we are discussing it, they will have that joy. And then I'll give an example of basketball court or football. How can we do that? So when we are taking them to basketball court, such as motion, velocity, speed, acceleration, force, inertia, mass, friction, gravity, power, all this there in the many of the sports. So we can take them. See, basketball, when we are teaching for the 8th standard, basketball, if they are playing, we need not tell them that today I'm taking physics class. Instant my physics class also you can play basketball. Children will be more happy. And bend the knees, push the ball, extend the arm. Here you can show when their elbow is down, why they are able to do it. And arch the ball, how it will help them. Even in the football, balanced force, unbalanced force, first law, how it acts. Everything instead of teaching them inside that classroom, if we take them outside, ma'am, practically is it possible? Even we want to do, ma'am, just let us try it out. It is the teachers, definitely it is possible. But only thing is we are thinking, if I take out, what other my colleagues will think? This they will think that I'm showing it off or something else we are thinking it. That's why we are not bringing them out and we are restricting them inside the classroom. Why other countries are able to discover many things is they are bringing them out and they are bringing them out and they are showing it in many ways. So they are able to learn faster than our kids. Our kids are scoring academically good, but when it comes to the practicality, they are having little less knowledge, I feel. So with this example in the physics, I think all our children will have the joy. And physics teachers may better explain. I am not a physics teacher, but so just I have taken a good example with my friends, discussing with my friends. So let me see. Now this science and waterfall. Many times we see that here science and how waterfall, it is a beautiful waterfall. Why it will narrow down when it is coming down? Why it will not fit in the same force? Why it will not? What is the kinds of energy it will fall when it is having starting from the potential energy? When it becomes stream, why it will have the less potential energy? So all this we teach them in a similar way, they will enjoy. Now let me see here. Just kindly mute your mic. Yes.
Ask teacher to mute, ma'am.
Dear students, all of teachers, all of you mute your mic. Rutuja, ma'am, can you please kindly mute your mic? Yeah, thank you. So these are different kinds there where they can learn. Now, recently I have seen this in one of the hotels. They are supplying the coffee with candy. So this I thought we can use for our water cycle. So why water cycle? How can we show the fun? So ask them to keep coffee and then the candy over there. When it is due to heat, when it is melting, drop by drop, it is coming out. So when it comes and falls in the coffee, it is becoming sweet. Similar way, can't we teach water cycle teachers? So when they are bringing for advertisement, for their benefit, they are doing it. Can't we teach this fun in the class? I think children also will enjoy this. Moving on, biology. So this thread games they can play with nervous system and how each nerve is entangled in our body. They can learn. With the beans, jelly beans, they can show the different phases of the meiosis and mitosis. This one, pasta, they can think the pasta, how it looks when it is being shaped in the cup or anywhere. So the brain, how it looks, the other half of the brain and another half of the brain, how it looks, all that they can just discuss. The play wheel, when they play it, You can see the below the diagram, and whenever it gets, they can see and they can remember the stages instead of mere practicing the diagram. When many times when they are playing with their friends, this, they will learn how it will be. So this we can teach in any of the class also. So moving on, food and science. Many of us know that food is very important, and each part, when we are eating something, each part, how it helps to the brain or how it helps to the body, the shape and the body organ. Carrot, cut piece of carrot, eyes, it represents the eyes. So whenever the child is eating in lower classes, when we are doing this, they will have the benefit of it. When they have carrot, cut carrot when they are eating, they can resemble the structure of the eye, and it is good for eyes. In this way, if we are teaching them in the lower classes, it will be very much interested for them. If they're mushrooms, now in pizza, they get mushroom curry, all this they learn. They love much. The mushroom, half of the mushroom resembles our ear, and it is good for hearing. And beans, all of us know that beans means kidney. When we teach itself, we tell that beans are kidneys are in the bean shape. So because of the beans, and walnut when they see, it is a shape of the brain, and it is very good for brain activities. Sweet potato or karela, which is in the shape of the pancreas, good for pancreas. And tomato, the heart it looks, and how the capillaries, everything. Cut tomato can see the heart. And what is good to eat? Unhealthy choices. Such things you can ask them to make a cartoon, or this which one will be healthy, to tell them avoid junk food, otherwise you will be obese, and what will be the consequences. If we show them this kind of picture, it will be there in their mind, and they can learn better. And eat a rainbow. If you tell eat a rainbow from the smaller classes, we need to give them this practice, and the activity also we can give them, which is good. All red color will improve our heart and blood and health and support joints. And orange color, it will prevent cancer and promote collagen and growth. And green color, it is, now if you go to internet, so many such activities are available. We can make this children to understand in the lower classes also. With this, if they practice, they will not go for junk food at all. So we can give such kind of activities even in lower classes. And then waste. With waste, how can we teach the, make the model of digestive system? See, here whatever is used, it is all with waste. You can see every point here what we used. Instead of even every pipe, everything was waste. Model making. And digestion experiment, you can ask them, tear bread into small pieces and square it with water onto bread. So after that, what will happen? Acid, you put some vinegar or some water in it and squeeze it and mix it. So digestion process, you can show them in the class itself with these steps so that they understand better. Teachers, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I move on?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you can see in the diagram also cauliflowers or brinjal, ginger, all this also they can make fun with the vegetables, and they can remember very well with this. So these kind of activities will engage the student and they learn more. And instead of that, if we tell them where is that located, now if they do once, no ma'am, this is the pancreas, so it has to come below, they will only will tell. If somebody is doing mistake, they will correct themselves. So this, if we teach, the learning will be joyful, and at the same time, it will be permanent learning for them. Instead of drawing on the board and we will tell this is the intestine, this is stomach, this is large intestine, this is small intestine, this is the function of this. The drawing, those who are having good drawing skills, they are doing it. But those who are not having good drawing skills, they'll not be able to do. But with this kind of activities, we can involve many students and we can then make them understand better way. Moving on with chemistry, we can have fun with chemistry. We can ask them to play like these kind of games. We can ask them to create, and dice we can ask them to create, and we can ask them to prepare, pull out cards with elements. Many times when it comes to chemistry, they will not be able to remember the elements, symbols. In the lower classes, when it comes, they'll not be able to remember the symbols, and they'll not be able to remember valencies, all those. So for that, we can ask them to play the pull-out cards. We can ask them to make our comic strip. Comics are fun. Even today, if you read, all of us will enjoy that comic strip. So in chemistry, we can give them comic strip. Chemical bonding today, last week when we were doing, one of the child has done like this comic strip. So I have the chlorine is telling I only have 17 electrons. I would feel no matter if I had one more. So it needs to take one, and sodium is ready to take. Like this, even animation or storytelling. Nowadays, storytelling is a pedagogy. So we can have this interaction. And here one physics example I have given. So this also can be done. You can create, you can ask them to create. So many apps are available for them. Ma'am, this is fine in the class. How can we do? Flipped learning we are talking. Flipped learning means many times we feel that the students should teach. But instead of that, if you tell them that, let them come prepared with these materials. You have to be like this. You have to bring these kind of materials. You have to read this and come. Then it will become a flipped learning. Flipped learning doesn't only mean that children has to teach. We need to give a motivation to them to understand the concept in a better way. So moving on to that, origami, fun with folding papers. Anything we can fold it. I have given some examples of biology and physics, and in AIF, one of the resource person next week or this week, so they are taking origami classes. If I'm not wrong, Matthew sir, they are doing this week, right sir? One of the teacher is doing. You can even attend that classes, how to make origami with clay, because many times we feel when we say that how to shape this molecules and DNA drawing structure and all difficult. When they do this paper folding activities, they will learn. It will be a joy for them. So origami is also kind of a activities. Tattoo, different instead of they love to do tattoo. So here I have given physics, chemistry, and planets, all that they have taken. So all of that we can use this tattoo and science. This also will be useful for them. So that you can ask them, instead of drawing in the book, they may not like. If you ask them to draw in friend's hand or draw in their siblings' hand at home, and if they can share with us, means they will enjoy that. I want to do, please, my teacher told I will do it. Or they will do on themselves and they will create it and they will show to us. So this is also kind of a joy where we can give diagrams practice. This is for biology teacher, where they can ask the tattoos to do it. Moving on, this is chemistry. Valency, we can play with our bindis or stars, what they get, and we can ask them to show. Always when we teach valence or octet rule, we find difficulty. So if we play these kind of games, they will have the interest to learn and they can do more interestingly, and they'll learn. Now hydrogen is having one electron. How will it share? So through this tattoo activity or mehendi activity, we can teach them in a better way. In higher secondary or senior secondary classes, remembering these structures will be difficult. If you ask them for a fun, instead of asking them to practice on worksheets or so many things, if you ask them to do this, each child has to do one tattoo on the structure. They will also practice at least one structure and come and they will do it in the class. So this is one of the other ways to do it with the fun with science. And the planets they can show with food items. The citrus fruits are Mercury, Uranus, all these kinds, they can arrange it. And sound when in water, whether we'll be able to listen or not. Or these experiments we used to learn in our childhood. Even now the children will enjoy, lower class children, when they do these kind of activities. So we should inculcate in our class this kind of atmosphere. And why are you so short when your parents are so tall? Here heredity chapter, how to teach them. So here when the tall for tall, my parents are tall, but because of heredity it is. And recently I have seen one video in that the child was showing off of the father's shirt, half of the mother's shirt to show that whether the heredity, how this crossboard can work, and half of the father's glass, half of the mother's glass. So the finally, what will be the output of it? They were doing that activity in the video, creative heredity chart. If you give, it is coming like this. They are making with the half dress of father, half dress of mother, goggles, the similar way they are doing, and they are teaching the how to write this checkerboard of hybrid cross, monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. So it was fun in the class. But when we learn this monohybrid cross, checkerboard means we'll also get checker. That is what our feeling was. So if you teach in this manner, they may like more and they will learn properly. Moving on, I will show one model, ray diagram model, how they have done. This is done by Agastya Foundation. They will do with waste materials and very simple materials.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have one doubt. Where
I'll
you will
take-
send link?
Which link, ma'am?
Now you send, no, ma'am.
Padlet link.
Yes, ma'am.
You want me to send again?
No, ma'am.
Hmm.
For next class, where you will send that link, ma'am?
With same code you can join. I think already you have joined it.
Yes, ma'am. I have been joined, ma'am. For next class, which is the date, ma'am?
I'll let you know, right? So this is very easy method how to make a ray diagrams. We'll have always confusion in drawing ray diagrams in grade 10 or grade 8. So if they do this activity, it will be very beautifully, they can understand which is the incident ray, which is the different rays, how can they do it. You can see that. And it's not a very difficult task. Children will do
Ma'am,
it
it is
very
not
easily.
shared. That only the heading comes ray diagram models. The models are not shared.
Not visible.
No, ma'am, not visible.
1 second, ma'am. I'll stop sharing and I'll share again. I'll play once again. You can see. Yeah, is it visible now, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, the video is visible.
Yeah.
But there is no audio.
No, ma'am. Here no audio actually.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay.
This model will make you understand better how the ray diagrams they can draw very easily.
आजीने ठुल्लू कुठं पाठवलं मग
तुला मला काय माहिती
आजी तू ठुल्लू कुठं पाठवलं मला
That's really beautiful, ma'am. Wow. It's really nice.
आजी
Thank you, ma'am.
Can you
moving
please
on.
share that link also in the
Yes, ma'am. I'll share. If you go to YouTube and type Agastya Foundation Experiment Ray Pod Model, you will get. Anyway, I'll share this also, ma'am. So moving on to the simple motor. How to make
And
simple
for
motor.
what number? Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
For what number you will share this link, ma'am?
What number you want me to share? I'll share here only in the Zoom chat box. Okay. Simple motor. How to make simple motor? One example you can see.
राज तुला आधी काय विचारते ऐक.
हो.
कोणत्या चांगलं होतं मी ते मला प्यायला काढलं होतं आई. घे ना.
दोन लेक्चर केले मी. आता माझे कालचे दिवसाचे लेक्चर पेंडिंग आहे आणि आजचे पेंडिंग आहे. कालचे 4 आजचे 4. आज रात्री अजून एक दोन करून टाकले. ब्रेक घेतो ब्रेक.
Recording in progress.
How this is how the moving on. So keeping kidney working model we can give. And how with waste we can make the other items like stethoscope and function of a working model of the kidney. And even when we talk about kidney working model, you can ask them to take a muslin cloth and different granules and glitters and all other salt water. You can ask them to filter it. And what will be the kidney absorbing nephrons and all, how does it work? So all this also we can discuss with the simple materials. We can show that nephrons and pipes, tubes and all these are all done with the waste only. So even stethoscope, lower class children will enjoy these kind of activities. And even in higher class, when we do this, we can discuss the concept in detail. So here peer discussion will help them to understand better. Moving on with few more examples. So it is air we breathe animation. This is YouTube video. So the animation also will make the students learn better. Just I will quickly take this one. So how they enjoy the lower class children if we show the animation. So the class should be joyful. So we can make with this kind of videos, the tabs, and we can make the videos. How is it here? So we can make that way interesting to them. So this is one of the video where the children can enjoy.
I don't see it. Because it's invisible. Almost all living creatures don't know. Let's ask one.
So lower
Answer out
class
of
children
me.
may
Get
enjoy
it?
such kind of videos.
An elephant in a submarine. Not to mention a dog, monkeys, and a human. I wish I had a camera.
Hi, I'm Apu, and we're wondering how you get your oxygen to breathe under the water.
See these? Gills.
I know fish have gills, but how do they work?
Good question. I just let the water flow through them.
You need oxygen. Is there
So this and all they can learn.
the
So through animation, after animation with the storytelling, they can know better. And moving on to the storytelling or other methods of learning. Just when we show them, they will understand better way. So how can they understand better way? When we show them something. Somebody raised their hand. Ma'am, is there any doubt? So here is a small story by Ritika ma'am, who has her own Spotify recordings and anchor. Just you can storytelling how it inspires the children. So she has given a beautiful story for first 30 elements. I have with her permission, I'm sharing here. You can hear this in Spotify and in Anchor also.
Hi everyone, and once again welcome to Chemistry Stories.
Is it audible, teacher?
Today I have brought story of three friends.
Yes, ma'am.
Magalse,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Lebab,
ma'am.
and Arka. To help you learn first 30 elements of periodic table in a sequence. So the story starts with Magalse entering the room and saying, "Ha hey Lebab." Now H stands for hydrogen. He stands for helium. And who is Lebab? Lithium, beryllium, and boron. Magalse says, "Day is boring. C, no fun." C stands for carbon, N, nitrogen, O, oxygen, and F, fluorine. Nena says Lebab. Now Ne is neon and Na is sodium. Magalse, please call Arka. Now Magalse is Mg, Al, Si, that's magnesium, aluminium, silicon. Please call. So P is for phosphorus, S for sulfur, Cl for chlorine. And who is Arka? Argon, potassium, and calcium. And Magalse replied, "School time, Vinita Kriplani, man." So school time is scandium and titanium. Vinita, V, Kriplani, Cr, man, Mn. I am fearful and conscious. Fe and cobalt. It's nightmare to customize Zinger burger. Ni, Cu, and Zn for nightmare. Customize Zinger burger. Enjoy.
So like this, storytelling is also an art, and the children will enjoy more with the storytelling. So with this kind of methodology, I have one more video. Just to see this, why we need variety or why we need joy. You'll understand with this. With this small video, I'll end up my session.
The Roy Marketing Company is a successful company that has been leading for years and looking for new employees. The boss entered her cabin with a smile and called,
"Amira and Sarah, could you please report to my cabin immediately? I have some important news."
"Yes, Miss Roy."
"What is the news?" "I have an exciting opportunity for both of you. One of the subdivisions of our company is launching a product. I want you to lead a team each."
Not audible, ma'am.
Could you tell us more about
Audible, ma'am. Audible.
Okay.
There's a pause in the video.
the product?
The company is planning to release an updated version of Cadmus. I have sent an email to both. Refer to it for further details.
Thank you, Miss Roy. We will go over it and get back to you.
Saira and Amira went through the email. Groups were made, and Amira, Yash, and Ansh called a meeting to discuss the project.
Our project is to promote the new model in the best way possible. Any idea?
Maybe we can talk about how much of an advantage it would be to own a device like the Cadmus 15.
It would take a long time. We should focus on the working of the Cadmus and the software details. Let's focus on the PPT and stuff as many as features as possible. Ansh, you're in charge of the software and the design of the model. Yash, you have to collect information on the cost budget of the Cadmus. Both of you should prepare a presentation of the information you collect.
But what will you be doing?
I will edit the finished presentation. Are we done here?
The teammates mumbled a yes and left the room annoyed. Then came Sarah. She invited her colleagues Tia and Raj to the cafeteria out in the garden to give them the news about the project.
Hey guys, thank you for being a part of my group. I hope you enjoy working with me on this project.
Of course, I'm excited.
What is this project about?
One of the subdivisions of Raw Industry is launching a new product called Cadmus 15.
What is Cadmus 15 about?
I guess it is a latest version of the laptop Cadmus we launched last year.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Saira started the discussion with her team on how to make it creative and insightful.
Raj, could you approach the customers who purchased the Cadmus, talk to them about the improvements that could be made, and their reviews and ratings on Cadmus? Is that okay?
Yes, sure. It's a really good idea.
Tia, I want you to create a video explaining the difference between Cadmus and Cadmus 15.
Okay, done.
I will be working on the financial management of the product. So let's meet here tomorrow at 3 p.m. for the final discussion before the presentation.
Saira's team completed the work and are quite happy with their efforts together.
Good job, Saira and Amira. Well presented by both the teams. Amira's team has done a bland presentation. Saira's team has elucidated with the video. Bringing new marketing ideas to the product will increase the sale. Saira's team has done an excellent job. So I have decided to select one marketing team for a new product which will be led by Saira.
Congratulations, Sarah. You will be promoted to the position of Chief Product Manager.
So variety and creativity is required and team this one. So wonderful educators take students from R to AHA to AHA. So that is what I want to say everyone, that we can make them learn through joy. Thank you for everyone. Thank you everyone.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Save. Save for next class when you will take, ma'am.
Next class when I'll take, I'll let you know. Did you like it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, where you
teachers,
will
I'll-
send messages, ma'am?
I will just tell you, children. Teachers, I'll just give you feedback share link so that you'll get a certificate.
Ma'am, for me it is not coming, ma'am.
I will give you in the this one. Just wait. Teachers, any questions or any other things? How could I improve myself? Your feedback, Matthew sir.
Ma'am, for me it is not coming any link, ma'am.
Just wait, beta.
It was very thought-provoking, ma'am, introducing sessions with question like we see on the screen. Why does milk rise up but water doesn't? These are the everyday things we observe, but we never question ourselves.
Correct, ma'am. Exactly. That is what happened.
And then we as you say, we make rotis every day, but we don't know why the other side of it. We have never thought of it. Why doesn't the other side fluff?
Correct, ma'am.
thought provoking, where children like taking it from the kitchen, from a lower level, from the basic things that we see. That is what science is. Science is what we see every day. Everything around us is science.
Correct, ma'am.
But we never think of it, and that's how we can create interest in the students in various ways. And wonderful session. Thanks a lot.
Thank
And
you,
the
ma'am.
story on the Spotify on elements, everything was very interesting.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
And hello, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Good
The
evening,
best thing
ma'am.
I liked was the starting, ma'am. The starting, when you
Ah.
said that, it's not like finishing the portions.
Yes.
Most of the time, what we do is, we rush in to finish the portions, and we don't even think whether the children really got the concept clearly. Because always in our mind, what happens is that we got to finish the portions.
Yes, ma'am.
But if, as you said, if science
Yeah.
have to be interesting, we
Yes.
have to, make it joyful. Then we
Yes,
have to
ma'am.
go a little with them. Yeah, we have to
Correct.
keep, yeah. That's what I felt. Yeah, the starting
Yes.
itself, that's a thing, ma'am. Yeah, thank you,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
It was a wonderful session.
Okay, ma'am. I'll be sharing a link to do this, your certificate. Just a second, ma'am.
Where you will send, ma'am?
In the chat box, dear. In the chat box. Just wait.
Are they your students, ma'am? We can see the curiosity.
I don't know, ma'am. They may be students
Are
of
they
some, children of some teacher or what, I don't know. Just I'm giving in the chat box, ma'am.
Excellent session, Maitri ma'am.
Thank you, Sudhamurthy ma'am.